taken me through every trial.
Hi, my name is Ighiwiyisi. I'm a Christian first. I worship at the City of David. It's a parish at the Redeemed Christian Church of God. I am 32 years old. I've been married for 9 years-ish. I have 2 children, beautiful boys that God blessed me with. I'm blessed to be a child of God and understanding every day what it means to be a child of God. And so it's my privilege to be here to talk about Jesus the way I see him, the way I have come to understand him, the little that I know of him, the person that he is. He's exceptional. I don't think that I know anyone else or will know anyone else who is like him. And it's not because of the things he did. It's not because of the miracles he worked. They are exceptional and cannot be mimicked or copied. But his character, his nature, that's what fascinates me about Jesus, and that's what I try, and I hope at the end of the day will be my character. When I'm done, I want people to say she loved Jesus. Well, I got born again, I think I was 8. Yeah, I was very small. It was a very funny experience. We grew up in a house where you knew about Jesus, but we weren't born again, you know. But my brother, who is about 6 years older than I, went to school and came back home and just wasn't doing the things we were doing. He was very on his own and, you know. And I think one day he just talked to my mom and told her about becoming born again in school. And that was it. All 3 of us, my mom and my younger sister and I, all knelt down. I remember putting my head in the pillow and laughing my head off because I didn't know what the heck was going on. And my brother was speaking in tongues. I couldn't understand what he was saying. I was like, what has happened? But that was it. In a parlor one day, we all gave our lives to Christ through my brother. And it took a long time to understand what happened that day. It took probably, I'm still understanding it now. But it was a good thing. I had gone through a bit, even at that young age, to understand what I was being saved from. And that's, I think, something very important. People don't understand what salvation is if you don't know what you're being saved from. So I think it's important to know what Jesus has done. And it will always be an unfolding thing. You will never know how much. Until we see Jesus, we won't know exactly how much we were saved from. But every day there's something, I believe, that Jesus saves me every day. He saves me from myself. He saves me from my mistakes, from the accident I never knew was going to happen, things like that. So having been saved that young has its ups and downs. You don't really know what you're getting into. And you get to a part of your life where you sort of rebel. You have to go through that stage. And if I could tell my 8-year-old self or my 14-year-old self something, I'll tell them, don't worry, you'll make it past this stage. Jesus loves you right where you are, loves you exactly the way you are, and will see you through each day of this confusing period, of this limbo you think you're in. You'll come out of it. So yes, being saved young is a strange thing sometimes, but what I think anyone who is young and who is thinking about giving their lives to Jesus should know is it's a good time. It's always a good time to say yes to Jesus, no matter how young you are or how old, and trust him to see you through. He never leaves you alone.